we'll literally show you the career that you've been itching, dying, wanting to see.
Time to experience the nooks and crannies of Korea's with your own to feed on
K-Patch
with Cedric.
It's a Monday, and usually every single Monday, Cedric comes in with his footage that he's taken on a certain topic for K-Patch. We dispatched him somewhere, but last week we had the emergency background music playing for 24 hours because we shut down the studio. So Cedric, I haven't seen you in a couple of weeks. How you doing?
Yeah, it's been a while. I'm doing much better than a couple of weeks ago.
Good, because I was talking to you in the song break around Chuseok. You think you might have got some food poisoning?
Yeah, I suffered that week for sure.
That's awful.
Oh, it was horrible.
Maybe it was nice to have the Monday off last week then.
Yeah.
Was it your doing? Did you shut down the station to avoid coming in?
I will not admit that on air, so we'll just we'll play it cool. But
Wow.
yeah. So a couple of days I was sick.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Food poisoning's the worst as well.
It really is. But the thing is, once you... I'll put it like this, relieve yourself, because I don't want to give TMI. Like you do immediately feel better and relieved. And so, but outside of that, I've been able to recover. And then last week had a good time. Just, I want to say relaxing, but it wasn't so relaxing. But had fun.
Okay.
Yeah, I took a trip to Jeju though.
Fantastic.
Jeju Island. So
I'm
it was
very
great.
jealous. What is it like? I assume you flew down there.
We flew down there.
What's it like on the planes? Are they just packed out? Are they doing like every other seat or what's going on?
Well, our plane was actually almost full.
Okay.
And so they weren't doing any sort of like social distancing on the plane. Of course, you had to wear the mask.
Okay, so everyone was wearing that in flight.
That is required, of course.
And then things seem normal on Jeju Island?
Well, this is my second time back in years, but according to Becky, who goes quite frequently, it is a lot more, I guess, dead.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there weren't too many people out in the streets, and the tourist locations weren't so packed.
Okie dokie, interesting stuff. Because, a lot of people I heard were going down around Chuseok, maybe the week before you went.
Right.
Still, even though we've downgraded, I think, now to tier 1 of our social distancing rules as of yesterday, I heard from the government, we still are advising stay at home as much as possible, etc., etc. But everyone is allowed to go travelling, and some people taking advantage of that. Good to hear. I'm very jealous. I want to get to Jeju before the end of this year as well. Usually around this time, maybe next month, we have our special broadcast in Jeju Island for ARIRANG, but I don't think it's going to happen this year because of COVID-19. Boo to COVID.
Oh, man.
Today's hashtag, I don't know, have you heard this term in Korean? Ransom.
Ransom.
Not as in ransom, someone's kidnapped you and we want some money.
I have never heard that term.
So ransom means like the LAN cable, for internet connection.
Okay.
And it just means, figuratively, the online world, what you do online. So Cedric, is there anything that you do online that maybe, I don't know, a few years ago or when you're a kid, you never would have imagined was possible?
Oh, definitely. I think one of my favorite things to do, and I did it a lot on this trip, is looking at those like online maps, like the G maps and things like that, and just being able to put yourself anywhere in the world via satellite.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's something as a kid I would have never imagined, that you could search any location. Yeah, so that's something that I think is really interesting.
You're right, like navigation as well. That, when I was little, what I had to do, I remember either when I was really little, you'd have this big book of maps. We called it the A to Z or A to Z, I should say. British English is deserting me in the UK. And you'd have to just look at the roads that you're going on, stop for 5 minutes, look again if you're in an unfamiliar part of town. Now you can go anywhere and never get lost thanks to your phone.
Oh, yeah, it's amazing. I remember when I started driving, we had to print out directions.
Yes, from the internet.
Right.
That's when there was the internet, yeah. People who are young, you have it so good these days. Goodness. It used to be so confusing getting around. That is a really good one. Online and the maps, and even just looking at the map programs with the satellite imagery, that's unbelievable that we can do that online as well, isn't it? Today's theme then, getting closer to home, honing in on Seoul if you're thinking of a GPS map then. What's the place that we're going to take a visit to?
Yeah, we're going to Insadong, which is a neighborhood quite centralized in Seoul, above the river.
Yes.
And it's a location that I guess you could say the old meets the new. So a good amount of culture, tradition, and a lot of newness there as well.
Yeah, it's a very tourist-centric spot as well. Although there are many locals as well. But you'll often, non-COVID times, see many foreign tourists like buying souvenirs and whatnot in this area, right? Some of our listeners who are like into Korean language, you might be thinking, is that insa as in insider? The thing that we talk about on Thursdays with Chi, being an insa means you're up to date with the trends and stuff like that. No, this is just Insadong with one shiot in it. It's a traditional area of Seoul. I'm guessing when you visited Korea when you were younger, Cedric, this was somewhere you might have been taken to?
No. Well, my first visit to Korea, I don't remember visiting Insadong. Okay. I did go nearby where the palace, Gyeongbokgung Palace is, but... and it is walkable, but I don't remember coming here.
Yeah, I used to get taken, I think, every time by my relatives who forgot the last time I came. They also took me there. But it was good to stock up on like fridge magnets and stuff like that for friends back in the UK. All right, so what's our first video going to show?
So the first video is going to be more of just a quick tour of the actual neighborhood.
Oh,
so
okay.
Let's watch.
Here we go. So this looks like the entrance into the street itself, the main street of Insadong.
Right, so a lot of stores, and this is what I would consider the main walkway.
Lots of little independent stores, mask straps galore.
Oh man, yeah, and then you have, of course, the Ajima pants.
Lovely.
That my mom would love. Yeah,
lots of art vendors there as well, right?
Right. Lots of art, and you can find a lot of traditional art there too, if you look hard enough for sure. Yeah, and so what makes this place really cool are the side alleys on either side of the main road.
Right?
Yes.
Like traditional buildings. We've got some hanoks and stuff. Looks like a restaurant or a cafe, perhaps?
Yeah, a lot of cafes, a lot of tea shops as well.
And no cars in sight. I love it.
Right, so you can feel safe walking and places to eat, of course, and so we decided to just get some Korean food.
In a traditional Korean setting as well. Oh, that looks good.
Yeah, and this is called Samjigil, which is sort of a shopping area.
This is very trendy to go to, right? I think you can walk around the whole, like, upper perimeters as well, right?
Right. So you can go up the stairs, which we're about to go.
Yeah, lots of graffiti, which is
zoom up.
Not common for Korea, but in a nice, friendly way, I feel.
Right, in an artsy way, I guess.
Yes.
Yeah, and then you get a nice little view from up top right here. So it's really, really fun to go to.
Yeah, there's lots of cool, trendy shops in there. I got a dojang made there, the traditional Korean stamp, which a lot of tourists do, and you can get your name printed on it with the ink. And at the top, I don't know if it's still there, I wonder if you saw, there used to be a poo cafe. Not in a literal sense of having real poo, but they used to serve these little desserts shaped like poo.
Right, so I guess they call it the dongbang?
Yes, poo bread. And it tastes way better than it sounds.
It really does.
Yeah, is it still there?
Yeah, it was there.
Fantastic.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, you could see in the corner at the very last frame it was there. But yeah, I didn't have any.
No, I can't bring myself to put poo-shaped things in my mouth just yet. But they also serve their coffee, at least when I last went, in toilet-shaped mugs.
Yeah.
What a brilliant idea. Well, I don't know. Is it brilliant? Does that make you heave? I wonder.
Yeah, it looks so good, but then the packaging of it doesn't, really appetize me so much.
No, especially if it's brown coffee, like with some milk and stuff like that in it. Insadong, I haven't been for a while. Last time I went must have been maybe 18 months ago or so, but there's loads of stuff to do. Even if you're a local as well. It's not exclusively for tourists.
Sure,
yeah.
Right. Yeah, I would say the main thing for especially those that are local, but even tourists to experience, are the alleys and the little cafes. Again, there are a lot of like traditional tea shops that you can visit, and you can experience some nice healthy beverages. And of course, souvenirs. I think souvenirs is a very big thing over there.
Yeah, and a lot of those stores are like little independent hole in the walls, and I think there is a certain degree of like haggling allowed in those places, especially if you're buying in bulk. So don't be shy to give that a try as well.
Right.
Yeah.
You might get 천원 off, So yeah, give it a shot. But just a little fun fact about the last building that we saw, the Samjigil. That was actually opened up maybe 16 years ago, just about. And so that is a unique area with 70 different shops and restaurants. And the 4-story concept building seems to be a trend in that neighborhood, because you're going to see in the second corner another building that's quite similar.
Oh, wow. Yeah, because nowadays you can see those kind of architectural pieces here and there. But I guess 16 years ago, that was pretty unique.
Right.
And when I first went, it must have been 2007 or 8-ish. I thought it was splendid because the walkway, it's not like you've got stairs connecting to each level. Like the stairs get you up to that level and then it kind of slopes upwards like the whole way, so you can do a like circuit up there.
Right. Yeah. So very photogenic place. You can get some cool shots for your Instagram, of course.
Faz making a terrible joke saying Insadong, is that a place where you always have to do Insa, greetings to one another? I wonder if the etymology of the place name is linked to the word Insa. It might be.
I was wondering. I was trying to research to actually find out. I could not find any information.
Yeah.
But that would make sense. And that'll even make more sense in the second corner. And you guys will see. I keep alluding to the second corner. But yeah.
Cliffhanger timey. We're going to get to a song break and we'll be back. If you've been to Insadong or there's any places like this in your neck of the woods, then do send us in your messages, your photos and videos via Kakao Talk. Our username there is Daily K. Right now, though, Lovelies with Annyeong. Hi. We're back for part 2. K-Patch with Cedric in the studio. And Josh, I wonder if this is fact, if you learned this somewhere. You say that Insadong was originally 2 towns whose names ended in the syllables in and sa, and they were divided by a stream which ran along Insadong's current main street, and then now it's just known as Insadong, dong being like an area of a city or town. Wow, that's kind of cool.
Josh with the research skills.
Yeah.
I love it. Yeah, I do know that there was a stream that ran down through current day Insadong. So
yeah, when you showed us that entrance, I saw that it looked a bit empty, but there is usually like an artificial kind of little bit of water at the side of the street coming down there that runs all the way down the street.
Right.
Maybe they only turn it on in summer, or maybe it's COVID related that it's not on, unfortunately. Thanks for the message, Josh.
Absolutely. And Siska says, I love Insadong. I always go back and back and back to Insadong. My friend said we're like ironing, I guess the back and forth motion, Insadong. And she also says there's a yummy bulgogi soup restaurant and Posam restaurant in Insadong. And it's in a Hanok style, which is the traditional architecture type of restaurant, which
just
is
like the restaurant
cool.
you went to.
Yeah.
That's nice. There's something that fits, right? If it's Korean food in a traditional Korean setting, then it looks absolutely lovely. What did you have, by the way?
So I had a bulgogi 정식, which is kind of just like a lunch sort of spread with different vegetables.
Not too pricey?
Not too pricey. I think it was maybe equivalent $8.
Oh, amazing for all those side dishes as well.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Looks delicious. Sophie says, Insadong is a beautiful place, my favorite place to unwind. I'm assuming you have visited, and you said, I love the traditional stuff, so now I know where I'm going to go if I do go to Korea. So maybe you haven't been, but in your mind, it's your favorite place in the future. Good stuff.
Yep. Yana says, Insadong, I really wish I could spend more time there when I was in Seoul. And she went to a vegetarian restaurant in Insadong, and the food was so interesting and amazing. And eating on the floor, she loves it.
Oh, I'm not a fan.
I'm not either. I think because we're so tall and we have a little bit of the I guess the Western DNA in us. So
being stiff and not flexible whatsoever.
It's a little more difficult.
I get so much cramp if I sit on the floor for more than like 10 minutes. So usually my legs are all right until I get up, and then the blood starts to kind of rush back, and then I get pins and needles and I have to just stand like like an idiot for about 5 minutes,
Right.
shaking it out. Yana, I know because you visited our studio, you're much more petite and flexible than me and Cedric. MHJ from Korea says, as far as I know, the in from Insadong means nice and generous, and the sa means village or temple. Oh, so that's another interpretation of the name, but maybe that overlaps with what Josh told us, because those could have been the last syllables in the original villages. Thank you very much for your input, guys. Getting on to your second video then, Cedric. What are we going to see here?
Well, this might be a play on words because we are going to a new and popular shopping mall that opened up just last year.
Oh.
And the name of it is 안녕 Insadong, which means hello Insadong.
Insa also, like we were playing on the words in the first hour of Faz's terrible joke, meaning a greeting. Let's check out the new place in Insadong. Oh, I can see what you mean, how it kind of resembles the Samjikgil as well.
Maybe just a little more updated and modern.
Yeah, it looks massive as well.
It is definitely a little bigger, I would say.
This is on that main street or just off of it?
It's right off of it.
Wow, and you got escalators here instead of the stairs and the sloping walkway, I see.
Of course, and there are so many different types of stores here.
Oh, very open and loads of stuff, just random, pen shops in there?
Right, so this is called the Monami Pen Shop, and we'll talk a little bit more after the video, but this recently became more popular with the locals here.
Oh.
Yeah, so they have a lot of pens and inks, and you can create your own ink and color.
That's pretty cool, isn't it? Insadong is seen to be quite arty as well, isn't it?
Right, and this is the wonderful YG place. Yeah.
Oh, there's a YG shop there.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Nice. Look at all this merch.
And as you can imagine, especially now, most of the merch is Blackpink.
Yeah, they're doing
They dominated
well.
the store.
They were in K-Stream today for breaking all sorts of records with their new release, the album. I'm guessing not too many tourists because of COVID, though.
Right. I would imagine that before COVID, it would have been quite packed.
Yeah.
You get little stickers and...
This is all official stuff because it's in the YG store. Sometimes you can get some knockoffs around Insadong I've seen, but that's good. Give it to the right reputable sources, I suppose. Wow, why has that ink shop become popular then?
Well, so I think it is because you can make things yourself. You can create your own pens. Now, they have very fancy pens in there, pens that I would never pay for because
They look
it's so
expensive, some of those fountain pens, right?
Right. But so a little bit about this brand, just a little fun fact, is it's been in Korea for about 60 years now.
It doesn't sound Korean though, Monami.
It doesn't because the name actually comes from French, which the French word, and excuse my pronunciation, mon ami, which means my friend.
So mon ami. I think I have heard that. I have no idea what French means. But, so it's based on that, but it's a Korean brand.
Right, it's a Korean brand, and I think they're, they distribute worldwide, but I think in Korea it's become a little bit more popular with the rise of their concept stores, which I visited in the video, which was one of their stores, but they have other locations too.
I recently bought this red pen. It was the cheapest one I could find in the store, and it is that brand, Mon Ami.
Wow, look
I think
at
it was
that.
like 500 or 700 won. It's great, by the way, for the cost that I paid.
They obviously have different tiers of pens.
They go
cheap
up and
to
down.
Expensive.
I don't want you to think that I'm a baller with this pen. This is very, very cheap. Yours is not.
Definitely not. No,
rival
we did
brand.
not plan this, but yeah, that's pretty cool.
I think I went there. I'm not 100% sure, but it does ring a bell the last time I was there, which was maybe not so long as 18 months ago, if that only opened a year ago, because they were doing, it looked very trendy like that, but on one of the stairways between the two levels, they were doing a traditional Korean music performance there. I think it was the weekend, so they were doing some extra stuff, and it looked really cool against the modern kind of backdrop.
Yeah.
So Insadong, it seems you can get the old and traditional, but you can also get really new cutting edge stuff as well, right?
Absolutely.
Wow,
which
that's
is the
really
beauty
cool.
of it. Yeah.
Yeah, we've got Cam as well, who says, I went there when I was in Korea. That was only just last year, wasn't it, Cam? He said it was really, really big. And some of you know names saying, the YG shop and also the Line Friends. That's the one with lots of characters from a chatting app, I think. Yeah, they're really popular in Korea, aren't they?
Right. Very cute stuff there. Yeah, so that is a very fun place. They do have places to eat, and I think they have even like maybe more expensive restaurants in that area.
Oh.
And there's another place in Anyong Insadong, which is kind of like a museum of color.
Oh,
which I visited, earlier this year. So it's pretty fun because it's really catered to those who just want cute Instagram pictures.
Okie dokie.
Yeah,
Lots of Instagrammable photo opportunities there. Pei says, with all the new areas in Seoul, do the other areas get run down? That's a good question from people, especially if you're from the UK, where things take ages to get revamped and renovated. But here in Seoul and Korea as a whole, I think, they're always doing construction and new stuff here and there, right?
Right.
Would you say that there's like a trade-off because there's like new areas that other places get run down?
I don't think I could say that. I think even though there are older places, I think they just kind of keep their charm, and like a lot of the locals still stay in the older places. I don't think it gets run down.
Yeah, and we've showed you quite a few places that are older but still maybe even more hip and trendy than ever before, like Hipjido that you took us to a couple of months back. So yeah, Pei, it's not like, I don't know the States very well, but the UK, there are some neighborhoods that you want to avoid, right? In London or in New York and any big city. In Korea, not so much, right? Even if
you
it's
don't
a bit
get
older.
that feeling. Right. I mean, there are maybe shadier areas of Seoul, but even there, I feel okay. Like I can walk there at night.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And then we do apologize for having our masks on because you usually lip read. But yes, we are doing this for COVID and we'll do it as long as is needed. Thanks for your messages. We'll get to some music, and we've got lots of stuff from our listeners today. So anything cultural, maybe a bit trendy, touristy in your country or your neighborhood, send it in to us with some messages via Kakao Talk. Our username there is DailyK, and we'll do our best to show it to you. Let's get to this song from Icon, who I saw their merch in the YG store there. This is Bling Bling. Time for part 3 of K-Patch with Cedric in the studio. We've got loads of your messages and photos and videos to show as well, so we're looking forward to this. First up, it's Sophie from Indonesia, if I'm not mistaken. Sophie, please do correct me if I'm wrong. But you've sent in a lot of stuff here saying this is the tourist places in Kota Kinabalu, which is a very touristy place in general, I believe. Have you ever been out that way, Cedric?
Oh, no.
No, I
would
think
love to go.
This might be Malaysia, actually. I'm incorrect. There's a place where my ethnic people live. It's a local people called the Kadazan Dusun people. We've set up a cultural village here named the Monosopia de Cultural Villages, and we've got dancing and playing musical instruments going on there. Oh, that's incredibly cultural, isn't it? I think in Insadong, did you see any music going on, like busking and stuff like that, Cedric, when you were there?
No busking. But the last time I went, maybe a year ago, there was a lot of busking.
Yeah, maybe
so
because of Corona,
it's
not really encouraged, is it? And you said, the other cultural event usually is for weddings, festivals. It's another ethnic group called the Bajaus, and the gong playing is the Menelik, and it's always plays by the older generations as well. That's good to see. Maybe similar to like pansori that we have here in Korea. I've seen that. If you want tradition, then Insadong's definitely the place. Just keep walking up and down there, and I'm sure you'll see something going on the weekends, right? We've got Ingin from Malaysia as well, who sent us in some stuff.
So this one looks like, if this is the correct video, Malacca.
We've got some music, lovely.
Yeah, this was declared, or this might be the alley actually. This alley is known as Kwai Chai Hong, a restored heritage lane where the golden era converges with modern technology.
Oh, it looks very old versus new there.
Yeah, the name Kwai Chai Hong means Little Ghost Lane or Little Demon abandoned alley, but don't worry, there have been no known incidents of the place being haunted. It is believed that the name came from colloquial Cantonese translation of Kwai Chai, referring to the naughty kids that used to play in the back lanes a long time ago.
Like little monsters, I assume.
Right. And Project Kwai Chai Hong involves 10 restored shop houses where you can also find cafes offering a variety of local street food.
Yeah, it looks very like gentrified and trendy there, taking kind of, I guess, the neutro that we often talk about here in Korea as well. The old with the new. Loving that, Ying. Thank you very much for sending that in. In New York or where you grew up, Cedric, was there like an area that was similar? Maybe that area's Insadong, would you call it?
I'm sure there is in New York City because I didn't grow up in the city. I worked in the city as an adult, and there are definitely cultural areas.
Where do tourists go when they go to New York? Is it like just the places like Times Square and that kind of thing?
Yeah, so Midtown is definitely where Times Square is, Grand Central Station, and then people tend to go down to the south of Manhattan as well, which is where you can take the ferry and you can watch the Statue of Liberty.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
That's
and then you have the financial
areas.
district. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. If I'm ever in New York, I'll bear that in mind. I'm trying to think in the UK. Insadong, yeah, there's nothing quite the same as Insadong. I guess the traditional markets, like where you can pick up food, but also trinkets as well, like Borough Market there is. And there's this place called Kingly Court. If you go to London, Cedric, or any of our listeners, it's a little bit like that Samjikgil. I'm showing Cedric a photo. There's like terraces for about just 3 floors, not quite as tall as the Insadong one, but I think it's all restaurants and bars. It's like a complete eatery area. It's amazing. Like after work, people go in there for a little drink and a little bit of grub. Oh, it's so good. We've also got something from Cam in the States here. I think I recognise that bridge. Is that not the Golden Gate Bridge? And you say it's Fort Point beneath the bridge. That was built in 1853. It's the Fisherman's Wharf area, and it's being renovated at the moment. Have you ever been to San Francisco, Cedric? You've been lucky enough to go?
No, unfortunately, I've never been to California, period.
Oh, wow.
Which is a regret of mine.
Yes. Yeah. Well, I guess Korea was the priority. We'll accept that because we're promoting Korea on our show. But that bridge itself looks amazing. And then you say the Fisherman's Wharf. It looks like a bit of construction is going on at the minute. You also, and I don't know if we'll be able to show this yet. Oh, there it is. This is the lone cypress tree at Pebble Beach, the place famous for golfing. It's about 80 miles south of San Francisco. Yeah, I've heard of Pebble Beach. Wow, that's a very lonely tree to have out on that rocky outcrop.
Yeah, I hope it is protected during times of inclement weather. It'd be a tragedy if something happened to it.
That would, especially if it's like a local landmark and it just disappeared one day. Thank you very much for that, Cam. And we've got a final one from Siska in Indonesia.
Yeah, so she sent us some photos and also a video. So we will, as we're queuing it up.
You've been to Korea, Siska, multiple times and to all the tourist destinations as well. And so whenever we talk about somewhere, it's more likely than not that you've got a picture related to it. So I think this is from Insadong, right?
Right. So this is a picture from 4 years ago, and they are hanging out with the one and only Alex.
Oh,
Sigris.
A Friday guest, yes. And you're all in hanbok in one of those pictures as well.
Except Alex, he's not.
Yeah, why are you not playing along, Alex? Don't they have, I think, in Insadong as well, many places where you can do that. You can rent out the hanbok because it's a tourist hotspot, right, as well. So you can do that alongside. We're showing some of your older photo posts related to last week's hashtags, but I think you might have a video, if we can line that up in a minute, of Indonesia. If we can get to that, that would be good stuff. But yeah, Insadong, I would highly recommend it to also people who live in Korea. I know we got lots of Korean listeners, but if you haven't been for a while, like Cedric showed us, it's changing all the time. That very new what was that place called? Insadong.
Insadong, yeah.
Yeah, and they've also got underground, maybe not right within the heart of Insadong, but some escape room type places where I took the kids. It was like an indoor maze, basically, for adults, and I could go along with them, and they enjoyed it thoroughly. I think there's a Running Man maze based on the popular TV show as well. We do have Siska's video now.
Okay, yeah. So this video is, it's of Malioboro Street. I think that's how you pronounce it. And it's a traditional, trendy area in Yogyakarta, which is similar to Insadong.
Oh, lots of art here as well, yeah.
Yeah, you can find some traditional items there, art galleries, stores for shopping, restaurants and cafes for culinary, etc., etc.
Lots of souvenirs, it seems like, yeah, as well.
Yeah, and this is also one of her favorite places to visit while traveling there.
It looks amazing. I want to go and travel now.
Wow.
Oh, I think many of us have that travel itch because of COVID, right?
Yeah.
And just seeing somewhere exotic that I've not been to before, I want to go. Look at all those coffee shops outside with seating and street food. Wow, sitting on the floor outside for some eateries. That's not something you find often here in Korea, I don't think.
Right.
Not for me and Cedric, obviously.
Definitely not.
With our terrible flexibility. Oh, some chili crab I think I saw there as well.
Oh, looks so good. The food looks so great over there, Siska. And also, what I notice and what I love when it comes to art is how colorful all of these places are.
Absolutely.
Just the use of color is pretty cool.
A lot of our Southeast Asian listeners, when you send in stuff, it's super vivid, bright colours, right?
Yeah.
Which you can find in Korea from time to time, but it seems like more of a thing where you guys are. Thank you very much for that. And thank you, Cedric, for coming in with Insadong. Where are we headed to next week?
So next week, we're actually going to be near the same area. We're going to Gyeongbokgung Palace.
Ooh,
and
wow.
we're going to do the night tour.
Oh, not in the day.
No,
but
so
at
this
night.
is something fairly new, and it's only accessible several times out of the month.
Nice.
From my understanding, yeah.
If you've seen the zombie drama Kingdom, you might be afraid to go at night. Have you watched that?
I have not, no.
Watch it before you
I'm
go.
I'm afraid to.
No, I think it'll give you an enhanced awareness of the area and where to look out for flesh-eating zombies as well. We want to keep you safe, obviously, Cedric.
Thank you.
We'll see you again next Monday. Thanks for coming in.
See you guys next week.
Here's some Mamamoo to wrap things up for K-Patch. This is Hip